So I want to walk you through this making stars with rectangles just to kind of keep in line with the assignment. So the first thing I want to do is create a new layer because I want to work on a fresh layer that doesn't have any kind of background color to it. And I'm going to start off by making a 5-inch long, half-inch wide horizontal bar. Now I've already selected a color. I'm just using colors from the swatches, and it's a little simple for this assignment. I'm going to fill it in with my paint bucket tool. So now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to open up a new file. And the size should be fine. It should fit with what your image is copied. So that's not an issue at this point. So what I want to do now is I'm going to paste this, but then I want to rotate it. And I've kind of done the geometry on this. So, whether you do it or not, you can do it with a brush. I mean, it's up to you. So I'm going to move this at 72 degrees. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. It's on its own layer, so I won't get the white. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it back to this first file because this has the size I'm really looking for. And I'm going to paste it in. Now I can move it around from here, do whatever I need to do with it. But so for the moment, I will move it down. And I'm going to get rid of that first layer because I really don't need it at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and paste in another one. And I'm going to edit, transform, and I'm going to flip it horizontal. Now this will give me, that angle for the star, and you'll notice I have my smart guides on, so it helps kind of line it up a little quicker. Now at this point, I want to duplicate both of these layers. Okay. And okay. I'm going to move them up to next to each other. You can see layer 2 copy, layer 3 copy. And I'm going to select them both holding the shift key, and I'm going to go ahead and merge them. Now what I want to do from here is I'm going to select all again. Now whether you do this in another file or not, this is really up to you. I'm just doing it because I think it fits with everything you know at this point. So I'm going to copy this new kind of A-frame shape, but I'm not copying the merge because I just want this simple A shape. I'm going to go to a new file again, and I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to go to image. I'm going to rotate it. Arbitrary. Either way will work, clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm going to select it all again. I'm going to edit, copy it, just not merge, just the single layer. Go back to my original file. I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to move it into position. And the next thing I'm going to do, and you notice the smart guides really help you kind of do this quickly. I'm going to paste another one. I'm going to go back to edit, transform, flip horizontal, and I'll move this one into position as well. And at this point, I probably want to turn off my guide. It's easier to kind of line it up on your own. Up to you. Now, once I have this, I've got this, and I've got all these layers, and I've kind of got a fairly decent star shape, obviously made with rectangles. I can go to any one of the layers that I have earlier, and I'm going to go back to like layer 2. Layer 2 or 3, or both of these will work well. And I'm going to move it up into the foreground just a little bit. And what I want to do is open the hue saturation tool. I'm going to change the hue. As you can see, it's getting darker, moving closer to blue. I'm just going to take a little bit of the ways. Now that I have that, I'm going to duplicate that layer because this is where it kind of gets interesting of having opaque areas and transparent areas. So I'm going to make a copy of it. Now I want that to appear on top of this one. So I need to go back to wherever that layer is, and that was layer 5. And I'm going to select, and I'm going to go back to my copied layer of the hue I changed, and I'm going to cut with Control X. And now I'm going to move that up all the way to the top. One more time. There we go. And now it looks like it's on top. But what I can do now that I have my opaque background is I can drop that opacity, and I have a perfect transparent area with opaque reference points. And that's not too hard. There's a lot of steps. There's easier ways to do this, but this basically uses all the tools that we've already discussed. There's nothing really new tool-wise. You just have to be a little creative in it. You may want to go in and clean it up a little bit. I'm trying to be quick to get in with my 5 minutes. But, hopefully this gives you a good sense of where to go and how to kind of make these, and using copy and paste and transform, to really kind of, approach this in an easy way. Now you can do this all with separate layers and just kind of brush it in, do a freehand, and that'll work too.